Welcome, HolyFerengi here. COVID-19 updates. Well, let's start with a small apology. Yesterday I accidentally put the numbers for Hong Kong into the row of the numbers of Italy into the row of Hong Kong. So, well, my yesterday's video, where is it? Somewhere here. One. Alright. And I discovered it gave the wrong numbers for Hong Kong. World Health. I severely like to apologize for that. Anyways, I've got a source for Hong Kong numbers, so the actual numbers for Hong Kong are, where is it? A total of 317 cases, 100 recoveries, 4 deaths. So Hong Kong is not as bad as it looked yesterday. So here are the numbers that I accidentally gave you yesterday. Where is it? 53,000 versus 317. Yeah, that makes quite a difference. Let's close that up here. Alright, I changed it a little bit since going through 170 data sets one by one is very error prone. So I reduced it to 10. Well, here the reduction, my Hong Kong numbers were wrong. These are the actual numbers. 317 total cases, 4 fatalities, 100 recoveries, 213 ongoing cases, which is currently 0.0028% of Hong Kong population affected, 1 out of 35,000. So anyways, please wear your mask. Don't be negligent. Which basically was the whole message of yesterday. Don't step into panic, don't be fearful, but please don't be in denial or negligent or reckless either. So yeah, Thailand, wow, that's where I live. Whopping 300 cases difference between yesterday and today. That is rather amazing. So let's go back here. John Hopkins website. Where is it? Okay, let me look up those numbers again. Current numbers 721. So that should be around here somewhere. Thailand 721. Alright. Yesterday it was much less than that. Down here, you in the right corner, you can switch between confirmed cases and daily increase. I find daily increase very interesting if we compare that, for example, with the Diamond Princess. There was, how many is that? Yeah, some of those who had been on the ship, they got it anyway somewhere. If we look at China, for example, almost no new cases. So China seems to be over it. Italy, yeah, well, US, Spain, it's on the rise. It's on the rise, more or less. So yeah, don't be in panic, don't be fearful, don't be negligent either. So let's go back to Thailand to finish that up here. We can see how those cases reported doubled between yesterday and today, and the confirmed cases made a big jump as well. So for me, where I live, that means now that after a 38% increase of confirmed cases in only one day. It is now from 1 out of 190,000, it's 1 out of 105,000. Still, I'm not very concerned. Doesn't mean that I would go around reckless. All right, let's go to United States, which has severely pumped up its testing. So from yesterday to today, we have 8,460 new cases, 131 new fatalities. I unfortunately was not able to get recovery numbers. Maybe they are available now. Nope, you see that on the right side. No data for recovery numbers today. So I had to take yesterday's recovery numbers. So basically in United States as of today, 1 out of 9,578 people is confirmed infected. So yeah, don't do foolish things. Don't step into panic. Don't be fearful, but don't be reckless. The reason I'm saying this is I made that nice calculation here. You see, we currently have 4.3% of all cases are fatal. We have 240,000 active cases at the moment. So fatality 4.3%, and those are 30 to 40% of pneumonia cases do survive. That is 1.52%. 1.52% plus 4.33% together is 5.85%. Those 10,000 people out of 240,000 people are or will see ICU from the inside, which is not nice. All right. So I have one more mistake in here. So anyway, the 1.52% and the 4.33%, they are accurate. If you take 1.52 times 3, then 3.5, you end up with 4.3. Anyway, it's 5.85%, 100% minus 5.85%, that is 94% will recover. So out of those 240,000, well, we will have 229,000 people recover. So most people will have mild and medium symptoms, but we do have a number of people, from those people who are in the ICU at the moment, from those active cases we have at the moment, 10,000 more people will die. So the numbers will double. It is only a matter of time. And so even so, you have a very high chance of not getting any severe symptoms. There's always a chance that you might accidentally bring down an elderly person, and there is no need to do that. So please, don't be reckless, don't be foolish, but don't be fearful. Okay, France had an uptick of 1,058 cases, an uptick of 114 fatalities, but also 2,189 recoveries reported in one day. Wow. Either they had waited a long time before they recovered, or I don't know what is going on here. I really don't know how they can report 2,189 recoveries in one day, but yeah, maybe they just forgot counting, or I don't know. So the amount of active cases in France has shrunken by 545 people, which is very nice. I like it. All right. So currently in France, 1 out of 4,000. There we are. 1 out of 4,884 people. Please be careful. Germany is a little bit more severe than France. 1 out of 3,480 people. Difference in cases is whopping 2,509 cases. One of them, Chancellor Angela Merkel, who promised that at least 70% of people will get infected. All right. So yesterday we seen China. Where is China? We already seen China. Okay. In China, we had a total of 0.00033985%. Yep. No, that's the moment. That's in the moment. Okay, let's change that on the fly on the screen into the number of total. So 0.005% of Chinese population, total Chinese population, was infected, is still infected. 0.005%. Miss Angela Merkel, Chancellor Merkel, is promising at least 70% of German people will be infected. Well, I thank you very much, my Chancellor, for this, I don't know, what is it? Doomsday call, fear-mongering, what you're doing there, Miss Merkel. It's, I mean, come on, look at this. Look at this. Up to date, in the last 4 months, 0.005% of Chinese got infected. And you promise us 70% for Germany? Are you planning something? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyways, let's go back here. All right, so in Germany we had an uptick of 11%, which is, yeah, that's not nice. That is, by the way, your chance to see 1 out of 3,801, 1 out of 3,418. So that is your chance to run into someone who is infected when you're living in Germany, increased by 11% from yesterday to today. So let's go over to Sweden. Wow. I am, again, a little bit surprised here. It's we have a decrease in total cases. That's what surprises me. Let's make that red here. See, yesterday we had 2,164 total cases. Today it's 1,934 total cases. All right. I don't know what happened there, but something happened there. So yeah. Well, come to your own conclusions. I mean, the numbers we are privy to look at are not the best numbers anyway. And, well, most people don't trust the governments at large, since they have lied so many times to us, saying one thing in United Nations and then making a press release on the next morning, saying the absolute opposite. And it's... Well, but it's all we have, so let's move. Since I'm not really... Sweden is actually quite open with its information, so I'm very surprised about this one here. And I will not comment on it anymore before I don't know what was going on there. I might never find out. All right, let's rush through it. Spain, we have 3,272 new cases in Spain. 391 new fatalities and 450 recoveries. So ongoing cases have grown by 2,431, and currently 1 out of 1,915 people is infected. So your chances to run into someone, those are the known cases, your chances to run into someone are always dependent on where you live. There are always hotspots, and then there are areas where you don't find the virus at all. So, but don't be foolish. Don't be fearful. Don't be foolish. Italy. Everyone is screaming about Italy. The highest numbers at the moment. Yeah, I'm really more about current cases by percentage of population and 1 out of X, because those are the numbers. They translate down to our own personal life far more accurately than a total number. You can have a high total number in a huge country, and then it turns out that a country like San Marino has a far greater chance of getting you infected than Italy. And all right, so Italy got a real punishment. 5,560 new cases, 651 fatalities. Yeah. Well, second of silence here. My condolences to all Italians. That is, wow. All right, recovered 952. Still an increase of almost 4,000 active cases. Currently 1 out of 1,296 people. So please be careful in Italy. Switzerland is in here because it is not far, but it is more dangerous to live in Switzerland at the moment than it is to live in Italy. But no one talks about Switzerland because the total number is only 7,474 cases and only 7,245 ongoing cases. That is, of course, something totally different than 60,000 cases and 46,000 cases. And so much for getting accurate information from mainstream media. I think it's reckless, and it is irresponsible to hone down on numbers on countries with big numbers. It's sensationalist. It's totally sensationalist, and I don't think that they are doing anything good to anyone by just cherry picking their numbers to get viewers. I, by the way, had 15 viewers yesterday with my video. The time I put into compiling these informations and then presenting it and uploading the file to Google Drive, and all of that time does not justify 15 views, or 15 views do not justify that, but I bring you the numbers anyway to give you some information that helps you to, come to your own conclusions. Iceland currently, Iceland currently 1 out of 607 people. It is a small country with only 341,000, but if we look at 1 out of 607 and 1 out of 1,296, so it's 0.16% of population infected in Iceland in comparison to 0.07 in Italy. Well, we should really get our mainstream media a little bit straightened out here. All right, for Iceland, 95 new cases and no new fatalities, 17 new recoveries. So, all right. Ongoing cases. Oh. Do I still have a mistake here? I don't believe that. Okay, I have to look at that again. What happened here? Ah, difference. my apology. All right. Yeah, okay, I see what happened here. Yesterday's numbers had 22 recoveries. Today it's only 5 recoveries reported. So something changed there in the numbers. Iceland has total 568. 568. All right. So today it's 5 recoveries. Yesterday it was 22 recoveries. So I don't know what happened there. Might be my mistake. Might be that some people had a relapse, or that something went wrong on John Hopkins side. So many possibilities. Anyway, well, 112 new active cases in Iceland, and 1 out of 607 people. So when you're living in a village of 10,000 people, or let's say a village of 3,000 people, then 1 out of 5 got it. Okay, 16 out of 100, that's 8 out of 50. Well, Iceland is bad. Most bad is still San Marino. San Marino had 31 new cases, no new fatalities, no new recoveries. So now it's 1 out of 225 people. So yeah. Yeah. Well, those are the numbers. Again, sources are World Health Organization and Center for System Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University, United Nations population estimates. Then for today, up-to-date numbers for Hong Kong, the ones I've shown you. And well, that's the file from yesterday. I included a small warning that I had the Hong Kong numbers wrong in the yesterday file. All right. So, yeah, I will have to have another look at this one. I thought it's totally perfect already. 152% out of G14 and 11 G14 is here. All right, okay. Let's move that over to the total cases. There we go. All right. Now that one should be all right. Where's that coming from? Ah, okay. Yeah, live on camera. Live on camera. And now let's add those recovering ICU cases. Okay, 230,000. So, yeah, there. From current numbers, it looks very much like 14,000 people of the current numbers will end up or already are in ICU. 10,000 people of those will die of those active cases. 3,644 people will leave ICU with, I believe, quite horrible, nightmarish memories. 226,371, somewhere around that, will only have medium or mild or almost no symptoms whatsoever, and 230,000 people will recover. So it's not the end of the world, but people will get severely hurt if we're not careful about others. Does all of this justify martial law and total country lockdowns and destroying world economy and bringing it to a grinding halt, revoking our constitutional rights and freedoms? I mean, we are adult people. We should be treated like adult people. I mean, if you explain people there is something at stake here, and maybe even say something like you could be reliable for incidental assault or incidental homicide. If a government would come out and advise mainstream media to broadcast a government announcement, and it is within the right of every government to force mainstream media to make a government announcement at this point in time, and for many decades already, every government can do that. So if from the very beginning our governments would have said, all right, there is a new influenza virus on the loose, 95%, 94% of people will only have mild to medium symptoms, but 5.85% will have severe punishment and 4.3% will even die. If you recklessly spread that, you, under the law as it is in existence right now, might be liable for incidental assault or incidental homicide. That would scare enough people into washing their hands more frequently, into wearing masks, into be more careful. And well, but no, we had been misinformed, we had been misled, and then government cracked down with martial law and all of that. So I think it is a huge disaster what is going on here, and some even speculate that this might be totally on purpose. Well, I cut it here. Please, people, be good people. Whatever you do in life, make the best out of it. Well, HolyFerengi signing out. Oh yeah, like, share, subscribe, and good luck to you. Stay safe. And if you lost someone, then well, I don't really know what to say. There is nothing that I can say, but my heart goes out to you. HolyFerengi signing out.